Kamikaze here. Division legendary content. Well, it's not legendary. It's only heroic. This is the manhunt for this week, month, session. Lieutenant Bantam. I've done the control points, the bounty, and the territory control. And now I'm doing this. Did it all in the first night. Died a couple times. Mainly playing my Vile Jammer build. Running against Black Tusk. Gonna always run with that. I died the first time on the part past here. I was killing enemies on the back side of the thing, and then I got wasted in the front side by a sniper. So this is my kind of newish build. This is not maximum damage status effects, but it's maximum speed, 11.5 seconds on... in fact, this is none of that. This is my damage build. This is my old faithful skill build. Damage build where I have momentum and I have waveform and I have perfect shock and awe. And the idea is to get the maximum peak damage. Had a nice discussion about it tonight with some friends of mine, and hopefully we'll bring in more of that to you soon. But let's focus on Lieutenant Bantam. Couple of waves. First day was really easy. In fact, the first time I fought everything from back where you saw I put my turret up there and just started the instance, and then I just let my skills kill everything. After I died, I got another person in because I said in case I die, he'll save me. That's loot from the previous run. There's people back there and it's interesting to kill them. I'm not sure what he's doing, but I join in because I'm good sport. That's a epic fail on the placement of my turret. I picked that up and now I lose track of my drone, which eventually I'm going to have to kill it. The one bad thing about test subject and the nice thing about capacitor is the zoomable optics on it. And so you see here over 200,000 on the when I'm peaking up there. 213 gets up to 225. That's the waveform going in there. And the turret's up for a little bit. I'm going to kill it. The bad thing about this build, which I thought it was bad, is not bad anymore, is I got to use status effect to proc perfect shock and awe, and then I switch back to test subject. I used to think it was a pain in the ass, but I like the damage too much. I ran the legendary recently where didn't have enough horsepower, and when I went to my maximum whoop-de-doo build, I was less than impressed. I am going to probably do some more in-depth kind of thing to try to win my point. But you see how fast the encounter is. This is part of my argument for why the waveform doesn't really matter. You're killing things so fast. One of your skills is going to be at maximum. It's going to be over 15% a good portion of the time. One might say all the time except for 1 second or 1 3-second segment. But that's for a different day. Further, to eliminate or illustrate this point, this skill's best with 2 active damaging skills such as the drone and the turret. I should have placed that turret up further. First time going through here, I'll know that better. I had an inkling to go up on top of the... I fought this heroic sometimes up on top of that watchtower. I think that's a good place to do it. But this guy's going in front of me, and I appreciate his help, and so I don't want to slow him down. And he goes down. So I'm going to grab my stuff and go forward. I'm going to send the drone off on the guy on the mounted weapon. This guy does a great thing. He comes back, so that's great. And so no harm, no foul. Someone behind us, that's a foul. So, number one, first thing in this, People are going to spawn behind you if you push too far forward. No sense in pushing too far forward. If I was by myself, I would have stayed in the back. One of the things that, you have two types of damage in this game. Well, you really have three. Well, let's say three. You have weapon DPS, you have skill-based DPS, and then you have status effect DPS. Really, I don't think status effect DPS is the same as skill-based DPS. You really have two single target damages, weapon-based and skill-based damage. And so, if you're a single target, you want to make sure everything is kind of staying in front of you. So I'm going to go in this corner, and so I want to talk to you about this concept in a map. Right, I'm trying to have HALVE, I think, have the map. Maybe it's my Yankee pronunciation. I'm trying to cut the map in half so I can force the gameplay back in front of me. So I'm going to push in this direction till I can force everyone around in front of me and into my skills. This is called shaping the battlefield, or it's what I like to call it. But now that I got rid of everything behind me, I don't care how many spawns there are in front of me. And there's going to be spawn and spawn and spawn. I eventually going to have to put a status effect on them. It's still running. And one of the things about momentum now, my drone is doing 150 a shot. And this is what I'm talking about. You're not going to have hours and hours and hours on one target. You're going to kill things so fast that one of your skills at the higher percentage is going to be better. I understand if we were doing a math run, I've got to do more on that. I'll stop. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry. All right, this guy's ahead of me again. I got to speed. I'm going to say this. I've said this a lot in my videos. Guess who the problem is? I'm the problem. I guess I'm a little bit slower. Maybe I'm just a cranky old man. I don't think so, but ambrosia. For those of you that care. Had to talk about that tonight too. So hopefully I have some really good content, creative content coming here in the future for everyone. It's something that I think that I like, and I think that you guys will enjoy. Thought-provoking at least. Okay, now I'm switching to the Vile Jammer build. This guy said he has a lot of equipment. That's what a jammer's for. It's just to knock down Black Tusk equipment. So, again, I've told you a million times about how great that is. I'm not going to tell you some more. It's just obvious in the game style. Did have an argument about builds. So, here's an interesting thing. If a build is good, anyone should be able to do it. I have a question, dear YouTuber. Do you think if you had these pieces, you could hit your E or Q button on a PC or whatever button your skills are assigned on a PlayStation or Xbox to make the Vile Jammer proc, to make Jammer proc every 11.5 seconds? Yes, you could. Without even having Goodyear, you can get it down to 13 seconds, which is more than enough. And my buddy's down. So at this point, I don't care if we have to restart. I'm just going to do it. And you should know the other key point of this build. There's 3 key points. So you have the Vile Mask. You have Creeping Death on your backpack. And on your chest, you have Unbreakable. Unbreakable lets you get a free... So really your armor is double this. So really your armor in one short span every 60 seconds is like what, 7 of those white things long? Because you can get hot, and he dies. And it's okay. Because he's helping me do this Potomac event. Usually around this time or sometimes earlier, I'll mention thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. The comments have been on fire. This weekend, when I have the most time to do videos, I have to work this weekend, so I don't know how my videos, but I'm going to try to get the new commenters have been on fire on the channel. Absolutely fire. I appreciate all the comments. It's really phenomenal. So thank you again, everyone. Back to the gameplay. When is this guy coming out? I don't really even care. That's how easy this one. The first couple of manhunts were ridiculously, I mean, they were really tough. These not so much. This was underwhelming. Chirpy was tough. Micro was kind of tough. The whole match was. The last one, whoever that guy was easy. All right. And he's an asshole. She said it, not me. Hate when that happens. So, there's everyone done. I'll pick this up. Again, when you see me playing this, do you think you could do this? Oh, I'm going to endorse him, of course. Yes, you could. So that's what I think when you have builds. Are there pieces everyone can get easily, readily available? And are they anyone could do this? That's kind of my criteria. I guess I decided tonight after having a nice discussion about it. So YouTube, thank you. Ronan Kazi, Manhunt for Lieutenant Bantam, a little chicken. Thank you, everyone.
Lieutenant Bantam, status deceased.
One of Anderson's true sons.